472 people died on Minnesota's roads last year. That's according to data from the Minnesota Office for Traffic Safety. 27 were from distracted driving. It's a problem that police have been trying to get a hold of through education and enforcement, but some new technology is making its debut in the West Metro, and it could make a big impact. If you commute around the Twin Cities, you probably know Highway 7 has a bit of a reputation. At its best, it's a fast-moving, convenient east-west connection. At its worst, many say it's downright deadly. Sergeant Adam Moore, with the South Lake Minnetonka Police Department, is well aware of that reputation.
5 fatalities in 2024. Our citizens in this area have been outraged about it.
But speeding and distracted driving are what really keeps officers busy.
Probably the worst thing I saw was someone texting and eating a sandwich at the same time, right when I was next to their window.
He says officers alone can't keep an eye on all of it. That's why he says this extra pair of eyes in the sky may help. You may have seen the bright orange set of arms hovering over Highway 7 in the last few days. It's not a new construction project.
They have an AI camera that can detect when someone is driving distracted.
The tech made possible through a state grant to improve safety on the highway. We went out with Sergeant Moore to see firsthand how it works.
So there's a couple different camera angles for each lane. We hear the alert pop up. It comes up on our screen. It shows us if there is a potential violation.
That's right. The cameras on this can see right into your car and see you on your phone. Sergeant Moore says officer discretion does come into play. The tickets aren't automated or mailed out.
The AI kind of lets us know there might be a violation, but it is up to the officer to actually look at that photo and see that there's a violation. Without that 100%, yes, I see a phone in the hand, we're not making traffic stops on that.
You'll see it move up and down Highway 7, popping up in different areas over the next year. The tech doing its job so far. He says his officers can barely keep up.
I was on a traffic stop and I heard 4 or 5 violations come through that no one was able to get because that many people were using their cell phones as they're coming past us.
And the reaction so far, according to Sergeant Moore?
The 4 people I stopped today, I told them that orange camera that was back there, it took a picture of you on your phone and I saw it in your right hand. And I haven't had anybody yet try to argue that point.
Guilty consciences hopefully leading to better decisions down the road as it becomes harder and harder to disconnect in an increasingly connected world.
Really, we're looking to educate people. Yes, we are writing citations for certain violations, but our goal is not to write the citations. Our goal is to get people to put their phones down.
So the tech can also detect if you're not wearing a seatbelt. It's pretty amazing stuff. So you may be wondering about the privacy aspect of all of this. What's being done with the pictures that are being taken? So I'm being told if you're pulled over and you get a verbal warning, police say the picture stays in the system for 90 days. If you get a ticket or you're arrested, it's kept for longer for court purposes. Now, we have reached out to the ACLU. They've been critical of traffic surveillance technology in the past, and they sent me a response in the last few hours saying, quote, this invasive technology could negatively impact the constitutional rights of anyone who drives on Highway 7. These cameras lead to indiscriminate mass surveillance, tracking faces and locations with little recourse for the vehicle driver. Stopping a few bad drivers is not worth the erosion of our civil liberties and constitutional rights, end quote. And you can read that full statement on our website, kare11.com. But just put your phone down. That's all the officers are trying to do, just teach better habits.
And hopefully they do give you that warning and not a ticket right away because people forget, but it is the law.